Well, 12 days until the Republican runoff, and Attorney General Alan Wilson facing new attacks from supporters of his opponent, Lieutenant Governor Pam Evette. A group of conservative state lawmakers calling a news conference at the State House where they accused Wilson of pressuring lawmakers to support a Planned Parenthood-backed Democrat for a state judicial seat. Wilson's campaign firing back, though, calling those accusations desperate. Our Megan Gagno has been following that today, joins us live now. What'd you find out here?
Brian, with less than 2 weeks until the runoff and President Trump's endorsement already behind Pamela Evette, both campaigns know the next 12 days will define the race. Now, the allegations center on a phone call that lawmakers say they received from Wilson back in last January, asking them to put his friend and a former lawmaker on the bench. Now, tonight they're calling it a backroom deal, and Wilson's campaign is firing back.
Our Attorney General asked me to compromise my morals, my values, along with many other legislators, to put his friend James Smith in the bench.
Aiken County State Rep Melissa Aramis, one of 4 conservative lawmakers on the State House steps Thursday morning, calling out Attorney General Alan Wilson over a phone call they say he made to legislators last January. They claim Wilson personally lobbied them to back former Democratic State Rep James Smith for a state judicial seat.
I'm proud to report that we rejected Alan Wilson's request, and we cleared the slate in that contested election, and there was no Alan Wilson liberal pro-Planned Parenthood friend put in a position of power on the bench in South Carolina.
Alan Wilson is the poster child for why we need further judicial reform in the state of South Carolina.
But Wilson's campaign isn't staying quiet. In a statement Thursday afternoon, his team called the attacks desperate, pointing out that Wilson was advocating for judicial reform as far back as 2023, long before he entered the governor's race. The campaign also turned the tables, noting that some of the lawmakers at the news conference are lawyer legislators themselves, who help elect judges and then appear before those same judges in court, calling that exactly the kind of insider system Wilson has spent years trying to dismantle. Wilson's camp also raised questions about Evette, asking why she hasn't named a lieutenant governor pick, hasn't clearly stated her position on casinos, and why the McMaster-Evette administration appointed, quote, liberals and Democrats to key positions in state government. Now, I reached out to James Smith for a comment but did not hear back. Evette and Wilson face off in the Republican runoff on Tuesday, June 23rd, with the winner earning the GOP nomination for governor. In Columbia, I'm Megan Gagno, Watch Fox News, Local First.